Well, howdy. We are talking with and having a second cup of coffee conversation with Hopkins County Master Gardener Ronnie Wilson.
Good morning,
Ronnie. And it's been too long since we've talked to Ronnie. Had some things intervene, but we're back again, and just in time to talk about fall gardening. And I think, Ronnie, probably a lot of people just kind of give up late July and and August.
Yeah, it gets so hot, it's so miserable outside, but. As the temperatures cool off, fall is a good time to get your garden up and going again.
Right. And a lot you can accomplish in the fall. Now, you have, and Ronnie always provides me with some very helpful notes, but the first thing then is to get rid of the things that have died out and have dried up during the August heat.
Yeah, that's sometimes difficult to do. It hurts me to pull up the plants I've tended for several months, but it needs to be done. Everything that's spent, tired, or even dead, pull them up, put them in the compost pile, and so you've got fresh area to work with for your fall garden.
Mm-hmm. You talk about in here deadheading flowering plants. Now, I read about that, and I have attempted that, and I've had mixed success with that. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. What's the trick to deadheading?
Well, after your flowers start to fade, cut them off. Mm-hmm. Cut them off close to the stem where they grow. And it seems to work for me. We have a rose bush that we deadhead pretty regularly. But once the flowers start to lose their color and get droopy a little bit, go ahead and cut them off. And the plant will regenerate more flowers.
And you can do that through the fall?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Well, I've tried this with lantana lately, and I'm still waiting for the results of that. But I will try it again with your encouragement. Compost. Add compost to the area where you've cleaned things out.
Yes. Doesn't have to be much. Quarter inch, half inch, and just kind of stir it in the soil, lightly till it, so that when you plant your new plants, they've got a healthy medium to grow in, and they'll take off faster.
Mm-hmm. So now you recommend there's some flowering plants that you recommend for just for fall, and this is just for the fall, right?
Well, our first average frost date's the middle of November, so we need stuff that grows rather quickly and can survive these cooler temperatures we have at night. So petunias, pansies, mums. Boy, mums are available everywhere right now.
Right, I see.
Even marigolds are good flowers for color in the fall.
Now, this is also a good time, is it not, for putting in perennials that would then you would expect to come back in the spring?
Yes. Mums would be in that category.
Oh, was that right?
Yes, chrysanthemums come back. We've got some that have been going for 4 or 5 years.
And now's a good time
put them in
to let them acclimate or establish themselves in the fall and over the winter.
Yeah, and that also goes for trees.
Right.
Trees and shrubs. Plant them now. Make sure they stay watered throughout the fall. And in springtime, they've already got some roots established, and they really will take off faster in the spring.
And we were talking for a couple of moments before the camera started rolling and the mics were on, and now is a good time, fall is a good time to plant wildflower seeds.
Yes. And as we were saying, it really depends on the winter weather. Those wildflowers can be pretty particular about growing. Have to have the right amount of water, right amount of cold, not planted too deep.
Is it good enough just to sow them, just to kind of just toss them out there? Or?
That's kind of how they grow next to the highways.
That's what I would think. Well, I was going to say the highway department knows something because they do a great job of getting those bluebonnets to come up every spring. What about veggie plants?
Oh, fall is a great time. Broccoli, beets, spinach, lettuce, they love these cooler temperatures. Some people have good success with fall tomatoes, but you need to have your plants in the ground, by the 1st of August.
Oh.
which is kind of late
Yeah.
to plant now.
Right. So, but it's good time for the others that you mentioned.
Oh, yes, yes. Beets and broccoli and spinach.
What's
you bet.
what's the latest you could put them in?
You'd need to look at the days to maturity.
Mhm.
Will be on the seed packets.
Yeah.
I don't think you can find plants right now, but
Ah.
usually vegetables take 45 days or thereabout or longer, and we just don't have that before the average frost date.
Mm-hmm. So that would be early November?
Middle November.
Mid-November?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It could be a week or two either side of November 15th.
And they need to be mature. They need to have come up
Yes.
by that date.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. Well, Ronnie has left me with quite a few notes here. I think we probably are going to need to have a second visit to cover some of this.
Okay.
So we're about out of time for this chat, but we'll do it again very soon.
Okay. Good
Okay.
deal.
Ronnie Wilson is the Hopkins County, or one of the Hopkins County master gardeners. There's quite a few of them. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.